She looked straight at me during a family dinner and said, "You're a waste of space." Everyone heard it. No one defended me. I forced a smile, but inside something broke. What she didn't know, what nobody at that table could imagine, was that 3 years later her prestigious law firm would face financial collapse. Because the silent partner funding its growth would suddenly walk away, and the truth that followed would leave the entire room speechless. My name never carried weight in my family the way hers did. My sister was the pride of our home, top grades, scholarships, law school, and eventually a respected attorney in a high-end firm. Relatives praised her discipline and ambition. Parents compared us constantly. I was the other one, the one who took longer to find direction, who tried different paths, who didn't fit their definition of success. At gatherings, conversations revolved around her promotions, her cases, her polished lifestyle. When someone asked what I was doing, the room's energy shifted. I could feel the quiet disappointment before anyone even spoke. Have you ever been underestimated by someone close to you? Have you ever been labeled as not good enough before your story even began? If you've ever swallowed an insult just to keep peace in the family, you know how heavy silence can feel. Comment "Rise" if you believe being underestimated can become your greatest advantage. Because sometimes the people who doubt you are unknowingly giving you the fuel to change your life. Growing up, the comparisons were constant. She was organized, confident, and outspoken. I was quieter, observant, and unsure of my path. Teachers praised her achievements while advising me to try harder. At family dinners, she corrected my grammar, mocked my career attempts, and laughed at my failures as if they were punchlines. Over time, I stopped defending myself. Not because I agreed, but because arguing never changed anyone's opinion. The night she called me a waste of space wasn't the first insult. It was simply the one that finally sank deep enough to change me. Instead of reacting, I withdrew. I stopped explaining my plans. I stopped seeking approval. While everyone assumed I was drifting, I was rebuilding. Nights became my classroom. I studied markets, digital business models, investing, and emerging industries. I failed repeatedly. Small ventures collapsed, savings disappeared, partnerships dissolved. There were months when doubt felt heavier than hope. But failure, I discovered, is a ruthless teacher that rewards persistence. I learned to manage risk, to recognize opportunity, and most importantly, to remain silent about progress until results spoke for themselves. Silence became my strategy. While others posted achievements online, I stayed invisible. While relatives shared her courtroom victories, I refined systems and built income streams that required no applause. My first breakthrough didn't look dramatic, just a modest return from an investment that proved my model worked. Then another, then a larger opportunity. Slowly, consistency replaced chaos. Income became predictable. Confidence replaced insecurity. No one noticed the transformation because I stopped needing them to. As my financial position strengthened, new doors opened. I connected with entrepreneurs, advisors, and legal consultants who valued results more than titles. Through one of these connections, I learned about an expanding boutique law firm seeking capital to scale operations. Their growth projections were strong. Their client base was elite. Their legal team was impressive, and among the partners listed on their website was my sister's name. She never mentioned the firm needed investment backing. In the family narrative, success appeared effortless. I invested through an intermediary structure, ensuring my identity remained confidential. The agreement granted me silent partner status, no public recognition, no operational control, but significant financial influence. It was a strategic decision, not an emotional one. The firm's expansion accelerated. New offices, high-value clients, increased media presence. At family gatherings, my sister spoke proudly about the firm's growth, never realizing the capital stabilizing their expansion came from the sibling she dismissed. There was a strange irony in watching respect flow toward an invisible investor while contempt remained directed at me. I didn't correct anyone. I didn't reveal the truth. I observed. I learned, and I waited. Success can create confidence, but it can also invite complacency. As the firm expanded aggressively, expenses increased faster than sustainable revenue. New hires, luxury office upgrades, and risky case financing began tightening cash flow. Economic pressure exposed weaknesses in their financial planning. During a quarterly review, losses surfaced that could not be ignored. Emergency meetings followed. Partners debated strategies. Lines of credit stretched thin. They needed additional capital to stabilize operations. That was the moment I reviewed the numbers carefully and made a decision based not on emotion, but on discipline. I withdrew funding in accordance with my contractual rights. Within weeks, panic replaced confidence. Expansion halted. Vendors demanded payment. Staff reductions began. The firm that symbolized prestige now faced survival decisions. During an urgent partner meeting, the question finally emerged: who is the silent partner, and why did they withdraw? When my identity surfaced, the room reportedly fell silent. The sibling dismissed as directionless had been the financial backbone behind their growth. The person called useless had quietly held the firm together. Our next conversation was unlike any we had ever had. There was no audience, no performance, no superiority, only truth. Shock softened into reflection. Anger gave way to understanding. For the first time, she asked about my journey instead of judging it. For the first time, I spoke without needing validation. This was never about revenge. Revenge seeks humiliation. Growth seeks clarity. I did not celebrate their struggle, nor did I exploit their vulnerability. I simply allowed reality to replace assumption. Respect, I learned, cannot be demanded. It emerges when illusion dissolves. Over time, healing replaced tension. Conversations became more honest. Comparisons faded. Our family dynamic shifted from judgment to curiosity. She rebuilt her professional path with greater caution and humility. I continued building quietly, uninterested in proving anything to anyone. If there is one lesson in this story, it is this: never exhaust your energy trying to prove your worth to people committed to misunderstanding you. Build in silence. Improve in private. Let results speak in a language doubt cannot translate. If you've ever been underestimated, remember this: being overlooked can be a gift. It gives you space to grow without pressure, to fail without spectacle, and to rise without permission. Comment: success is silent if you believe patience and persistence always outlast criticism. Like and subscribe if you want more stories that remind you they may doubt you today, but tomorrow your results will introduce you properly.